Desert Diaries. Week 49. Hello, Arizona calling. How you doing? I hope you and yours are all right. We're okay here in the desert. Another week of work, a lot of homeschool juggling, of course. And as we've stopped going to the shops so often, trying to go just once a fortnight at the moment, we're also having lots of culinary adventures in stuff we've got left in our cupboards that doesn't really go together. Chickpeas and pasta for tea, anyone? Great. Remember I said last week that I could really feel the heat coming, my skin starting to feel drier and suddenly needing to drink a lot more water? Well, this week it has really started to ramp up. It's been about 27 degrees all week. I am already in my daily summer wardrobe of swimming costume and vest top. I promise I'll swap it out if I have any of those annoying video calls for work, of course, but it's only April, already in summer gear. Oh, it's wonderful. I took the dog out late last week, about 9 o'clock, and walking through the front door, the evening air was still warm with a really beautiful, balmy breeze blowing. It's virtually pitch dark round here at night as there aren't any street lights, so I felt like I was in a dream, wandering around deserted streets with just enough soft light from distant houses to see the cacti looming out of the darkness in front of me. It's magic. We're not quite at that needing aircon stage yet, but I did feel really hot at times, and I remembered, wait a minute, this is really just the beginning. By July, it's going to be 20 degrees hotter than it is now. Ah! With the warm weather, the wildlife in the valley has just sprung into action. Working away in my little home office this week, I saw movement out of the corner of my eye, and there was a pair of lizards on my garden wall right next to my window. One of them standing still, and in my mind looking totally disinterested, whilst the other, clearly the boy, did frantic push-ups in front of her. Sadly for him, his elaborate mating dance didn't go down well. She turned and ran away, leaving him to kind of shuffle off a bit dejectedly. I also cannot tell you how incredible the bird life here is in the desert. At any one time, I can hear about 8 different songs. Hang on, I'm going to pop outside. Have a listen. Just in our garden alone, we have got Gila woodpeckers, cactus wrens, quails, hummingbirds, mockingbirds, red cardinals. A roadrunner actually ran through our yard last night. The most spectacular of all, though, is a family of birds we only realised were there after something, well, quite hideous happened. We had had a blissful weekend lying outside in the sunshine, reading and splashing in the pool. And when I say splashing in the pool, the girls splashed in the pool. I stuck a foot in and decided it was still freezing. But I shifted my sun lounger to face the sun. And by doing so, I plonked myself right under one of the palm trees in the garden. After a few minutes, I felt something land on me. I kind of ignored it and got on with reading. And then it happened again and again. And I looked down to see my white vest top covered in stuff like squished up berries. So it occurs to me there must be a nest in the palm tree, and whatever the parents are bringing back for the chicks is being manhandled and landing on me. So I change my vest, I move the lounger, don't think anything more about it. Later on that day, there was a bit of a kerfuffle in the palm tree that got the attention of the dog. So she ran underneath it just as a large clump of, I'm guessing what used to be an animal, fell out of the tree onto the patio, and the dog grabbed it and ran off with it. Oh! So even when we'd prized it from her jaws a few minutes later, much to her chagrin, we couldn't work out what it had once been. A rat? A rabbit? We really don't know. But it was then we realised we had a family of red-tailed hawks nesting in our garden, clearly raising chicks on berries and whatever small animals they could swoop down and kill. It's both amazing and quite disgusting to see it all in action, which I suppose is what nature's all about, really, isn't it? I'll try and get some pictures for you and post them on social media. You'll find a video of the Amorous lizards on Twitter @WalkerSam, and also on Facebook. Just search for Sam Walker's Desert Diaries. In other nature news this week, my youngest decided she wanted to spend the evening not colouring or watching TV, as most other 8-year-olds might choose, but scouring the garden with a torch and a black light for scorpions, whilst also wearing a dragon onesie, of course. I held my breath for about half an hour, but I'm very pleased to report we currently have a scorpion-free yard. They must have been scared stiff of the dragon, right? I'll see you in the desert.